Visual. A slow-motion close-up of a crowded street. People walking, talking, laughing. Suddenly everything freezes, only one man continues walking toward the camera. Soft, mysterious background music begins. Narrator deep, cinematic tone. Every person you meet hides a secret. Not a dark secret, but a psychological pattern that reveals what they think, what they feel, and even what they want from you. Most people believe mind reading is magic. But in reality, it's science, small signals that the brain leaks without permission. Today, we begin with the first and most powerful technique. The silent test. Visual. The man stops. A stranger passes by. They lock eyes for 1 second. Narrator. Whenever you meet someone, don't talk first. Just pause for 3 seconds. Most people can't handle silence. In those 3 seconds, their body reveals everything. Watch their eyes. If they look slightly to the left, they're accessing memories. If they look to the right, they're creating something new. Maybe a lie, maybe an excuse, maybe a story they want you to believe. Visual. Split screen showing eye directions with subtle glowing arrows. But the real secret, micro expressions, invisible flashes of emotion that last less than half a second. A tiny eyebrow lift equals surprise. Pressed lips equals hiding something. Half smile equals manipulation. Rapid blinking equals anxiety. Jaw shift equals disagreement, even if they say, "I'm fine." These are signals people can't control. They expose the truth before a single word leaves their mouth. Visual. Slow zoom on a woman trying to smile politely, but her jaw tightens for a moment. Narrator. The silent test is the doorway. Use it on friends. Use it on strangers. Use it on anyone who says, "I'm okay," when their eyes say something else. Because in silence, the human mind speaks the loudest. And this is only the first of 7 psychology tricks that can make you read anyone like a book. Visual. Screen fades to black. Text appears. Trick 1. The silent test. Master the signals. Narrator. If you want the next tricks, stay with me. Visual. A busy cafe. People sitting, talking. The camera slowly tracks a man entering the room. Instead of focusing on faces, the shot stays low, on people's feet, legs, and posture. Narrator deep, controlled tone. If you really want to read someone's mind, don't start with their face. Faces lie, words lie, but the feet never lie. Welcome to trick number 2. The 5-second foot rule. Visual. A woman sitting at a table, smiling politely at someone. But her feet are turned toward the door. Narrator. Whenever you meet someone, look at their feet within the first 5 seconds. Why? Because the feet are controlled by the primitive brain, the part that reacts before we can fake anything. If a person's feet point toward you, they want you there. They're welcoming, open, and mentally connected. But if their feet turn away, even slightly, their mind is already leaving the conversation. They may smile, they may nod, but deep inside, they're done. Visual. A man laughing in a group, but his feet point toward another person. Narrator. Feet reveal interest. Feet reveal attraction. Feet reveal fear, and even lies. Watch carefully. If someone shifts their feet backward when you speak, you just said something uncomfortable. If they suddenly point their feet towards someone else, that's who they truly want to talk to. If they pull their legs in, lock ankles, or hide their feet under a chair, they feel threatened or insecure. And if you want to test someone's honesty, drop an object on the floor. A liar will freeze for a moment. Their brain panics, unsure how to react. An honest person will bend naturally and instantly. Visual. Slow motion reenactment with 2 different reactions. Narrator. In psychology, we call the feet the emotional compass. They point to what the mind is thinking before the mouth can create a story. So next time you talk to anyone, don't stare into their eyes like a detective. Just glance down, because the truth is usually hiding at the bottom. Visual. Text appears on screen. Trick 2. The 5-second foot rule. The body never lies. Visual. A dimly lit room. 2 people sit facing each other at a table. Their movements are slow, almost synchronized. The camera flickers between their hands, shoulders, and expressions. Narrator deep, steady tone. There is a secret technique used by negotiators, psychologists, and even undercover agents. A technique so simple, but so powerful, that it can reveal who trusts you, who likes you, and who is silently resisting you. This is trick number 3. The mirror code. Visual. A man scratches his chin. 2 seconds later, the woman across from him does the same, unconsciously. Narrator. Human beings are natural mirrors. When we feel connected to someone, when we feel safe or interested, our brain automatically begins to copy their movements. It's called rapport mirroring, and it exposes what someone feels, even if they don't say a single word. Watch this carefully. If someone mirrors your posture, they're aligned with you. If they mirror your gestures, they're comfortable with you. If they mirror your tone, pace, or energy, they trust you. Visual. Split screen showing two people gradually syncing their body language over time. But here's the twist. Mirroring also reveals the opposite. If someone refuses to mirror anything, their arms stay tight, their body stiff, their movements distant. Their mind is not with you. They may be hiding something. They may be uncomfortable. They may want the conversation to end. And the most dangerous sign: delayed mirroring. If a person copies you, but with a slight delay, they're consciously trying to influence you. Manipulators do this. Salespeople do this. Fake friends do this. Visual. A manipulative character intentionally copying movements with a forced smile. Narrator. To test the mirror code, try this simple move. Lean back slowly. If the other person leans back too, their brain is synced with yours. But if they stay frozen, their mind is somewhere else. The mirror code is not about control. It's about awareness, seeing the truth behind silent behavior. Because in every conversation, there's the spoken story, and then there's the mirrored story. And the second one is always the real one. Visual. Text fades in on dark screen. Trick 3. The mirror code. Your reflection reveals their intention. Visual. A dim cafe with warm orange lighting. Two people sit across from each other. The camera zooms in slowly, not on their faces, but on their mouths as they speak. Background noise fades, leaving only their voices. Narrator calm, intense tone. If the eyes reveal feelings, and the body reveals secrets, then the voice reveals the truth. This is trick number 4. The voice drop test. Visual. Sound waves ripple across the screen as a person speaks. Narrator. Whenever someone talks to you, listen closely. Not to what they say, but to how they say it. The human voice changes instantly when the brain feels fear, desire, attraction, guilt, or confidence. And in psychology, one signal is stronger than all others. The drop. When someone lowers their voice at the end of a sentence, even slightly, it means one thing: they're hiding the real emotion behind their words. A voice drop can mean uncertainty, confusion, stress, a lie, or a secret they don't want to reveal. Visual. A man says, "I'm fine," but the final word is noticeably softer. Narrator. Now watch for the opposite, the rise. If someone's voice rises at the end, like a question, they're seeking approval. They want you to believe them, agree with them, or validate them. A rising tone means they need reassurance. They lack confidence. They're trying to convince you, not tell you. Visual. A woman saying, "No, really, I trust you," with her voice rising subtly. But here is the real secret. The truth always appears in the first 3 seconds of the voice. Before the brain filters emotions. Before the words get polished. Before the lie takes shape. Listen for a sudden pause, a shaky inhale, a crack at the beginning, a too smooth tone that feels performed. These are the sounds of a mind trying to hide something. Visual. Slow motion close-up of lips forming words, accompanied by subtle sound distortions to highlight changes. Narrator. Try the voice drop test the next time someone gives you an excuse, a compliment, or even an apology, because the voice, no matter how trained, cannot hide the root emotion behind it. Visual. Text fades in on black background. Trick 4. The voice drop test. Listen beyond words. Narrator. Ready for trick number 5.